runs at Presbyterian today, got it within, I think, 5 points late in the second half, but couldn't close the gap any more than that. But what were your overall thoughts on it?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in how we rebounded. That was something that we had talked about, and I don't think that we, did as good of a job putting bodies on bodies. I think that, was a little bit disappointing because even though we weren't shooting the ball very well and they shot better, if we hold them off the offensive glass a little bit more, then, maybe we can go in transition or we don't foul. So that was something that I feel like, it was an emphasis. It's something that we work on. So it was a little disappointing that we didn't come out and execute that. But, proud of our fight, proud of, like you mentioned, the runs. It's hard when you're not making shots. Sometimes that can be deflating. And what I really challenged our players is to make sure that we remember that you got to continue to play through those things and that, you can play defense and rebound no matter what. And I think that's something that we did part of the game. We just didn't do it for 40 minutes.
So it seemed on the sideline watching in the second half, your team caught a little bit of spark to fuel some of those runs.
Yeah.
What were those halftime adjustments, and how do you make that more of a emphasis in the whole 40 minutes?
Yeah, I think they just came out with renewed energy. I think that helps. I don't think it was necessarily anything that we said, and we ran a couple of different offenses maybe to get a different look based on how they were playing us in their zone. But some of it comes down to we were getting open looks in the first half and the second half, and you just got to be able to knock some of those down. What I don't think we did as good of a job on is certain times, again, defensively, we let some people loose, and we've got to do a better job with our scout, knowing our scout, and guard people a little tougher.
Next up, you face the Big South newcomer in North Carolina A&T.
Yep.
Can you give us a little scouting report on the Aggies along with the Pack game?
Yeah, the Aggies, again, I haven't been able to watch on film yet a lot. I mean, of course, I've seen them play a few of our common opponents. Terrell, he does a great job. I know they've got a big Jasmine Harris. She's a transfer from Charlotte. They've got another player that's a fifth-year senior like Nadiria. And I know they pressure. They get after you. That's always been their MO. So I expect the same when they come in here on Tuesday. And again, Tuesday's WBB Pat night. That's important. It's an important game to me. Growing up in Tennessee, Pat was an icon, a mentor. Got a chance to meet her, be around her a little bit. Not nearly as much as what I wish I could have or would have, but she's definitely somebody I think that a lot of women's coaches, try to emulate a little bit. Everybody's got to be their own person, but, Pat's done it the best and done so much for the women's game that I think being able to donate back to the Pat Summitt Foundation for Alzheimer's awareness is going to be super important, and hopefully everybody comes out and wears purple on Tuesday night.